Hello guys, welcome back. A little bit of bonus content for you. I got to go to the library, so I got a book. This is excellent. It's exactly what it looks like. Joe Biden and Barack Obama go on an adventure. It's just what I needed to read at a time like this. And what had happened is I had done the Abundance app, and as I'm doing this Abundance app, I think I hear my phone click on my thing, and I'm like, I'm trying to meditate. So I did this 12-minute app, and I'm really not relaxing into it because in the back of my head, I'm hearing my machine go beep, beep. And I'm like, ugh. But I took the headset off. I thought there's no more chance, point trying to relax today because this is just going to happen all day. My friend called and she asked if I could call her back. She's having trouble with the computer. And I was like, well, I promised her. I said, call me anytime you want. It's not a problem. So I called her back. And I was thinking, boy, I hope she doesn't think I'm going to walk up her today because, it's a mess out there. And she says, well, if he picks you up, will you come up and fix the computer? I said, well, I'll try my best. And by fix the computer, she just meant the printer cartridge wouldn't go in. And I go up after he picks me up. And I take a look at the printer, and I'm not going to laugh at her because I've done this. The printer wasn't turned on. I said, oh, you got to turn it on first. And she said, oh. And I turned it on and, changed the cartridge for her. And long story short, she then takes us up to the library and makes copies because she takes stuff to the shut-ins, which is how I got the book. But in the meantime, she had more to type, so her companion went out. And they gave me a Coke and some donuts. So I had some donuts. I had a Coke while I was waiting there. Then we went up to the library and I got to check out a book and somehow we'll get it back up there. Our library is pretty good. You can keep calling them and, keep extending the checkout date. But I also got paid because she slipped me some money and I was like, she said, put this in your pocket. So I didn't want to argue with her because I'm like, well, I did come up. And I guess if I'm going to come up on a regular basis, it is an actual job. So, it was nice. And they even offered to take me to the Dollar General. I was like, no, it's okay. But I wasn't sure, and Odin had been like, go to the library because we both loved the library. And I went in the back and I looked at all the books. I didn't see anything. Then when I went up front, they had this. I love this. This is silly. I love it. It's, Joe Biden ends up starting to become a detective, and somehow Barack Obama gets involved, and they're going on a cross-country adventure. So it's kind of like a buddy cop romance novel. It's great. It's so weird. It's great. And the way Barack Obama is written, he definitely reminds me of Odin, like Mr. Cool Dude that's working behind the scenes that only shows up when he feels like it. And Joe Biden is going through the throes of romance because his, old bro just, dumped him and is looking for a new best friend. And it's like, this is so cool. So it's a good day after all. That was a nice gesture on Odin's part. I know he got me the work. And he seemed amused because he's like, boy, it looks like an abundance meditation really worked because you did it and you got the phone call while you were in the meditation app. So, whatever. It was just nice. And we're really enjoying that because it's a chance to get out. And I found VR helps me appreciate the world more, if that makes sense. You don't take stuff for granted. All the stuff you start to notice in VR, you notice in the real world, like lighting and what a room looks like and what the outdoors look like. Because as I'm waiting for him to pull up, I'm looking around, I'm thinking, it's really beautiful out because it's like just enough snow to coat stuff, and it was really beautiful out. And since we had to drive a couple different places, like she had some stuff to drop off, I got to go, riding in a car, which to me is a luxury because I don't have a car myself. And unless somebody's driving me somewhere, I don't go anywhere unless I go on the bus. So it was nice. We got to go out to the country, and I said, I really don't realize how big our town is until you get out here and you get to some of these, places like the farms and that, because it feels like when you're within the main part of the town, it feels like the town's so tiny, but it's actually kind of a big town with farms and stuff. So it was nice to get out, and it was really beautiful back in the country. And as I was sitting in her kitchen, I noticed a sundog. You know those little rainbow things that come off the sun. There was just one, not two, although I couldn't completely see out to see if there was another one, but saw one of those, so that was neat. So we had a nice day, and it was nice, and I like to pass on the good news to you guys, because it seems like, sometimes you have like a run of bad luck, and it seems like nothing's going to turn around, but then stuff turns around. So I got a job, and I got paid just in time to maybe go out for burger tomorrow if he wants to go out, though. I looked at their parking lot when I went by, and I was like, ugh, I don't know if I want to walk in that. So we'll see. We've got time to wait and see. Half my grocery order came in today. The other half is missing in action because Walmart doesn't just put everything in a big box like Amazon does, or used to. They like ship you 20 different boxes, so at least I got half my groceries, so that's good. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna go back to our book. This is neat, and I'm just stoked because I thought I was to the point where I was going to stop reading books because my eyesight's changing, and I just haven't had, like, you can't have VR money and DQ money and book money. At least I can't, so something had to go, and the books unfortunately were the first to go, but I miss being able to get new books, and our library tells you, like, what you save, so I saved $14 by, getting a book at the library as opposed to going out to get it. And they tell you that because they like to ask for donations very often. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. And yes, I totally know it was Odin because she paid me with 2 bills. And I knew it was one for each of them because they're my bookends, Loki and Odin. And the library would be where Odin would be most at home. And they had coffee and everything. And once it gets nice, kind of as a sacrifice, I think I'll start walking up there and plop down with a good book all day and just read, because I think he would love that. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.